you. Welcome back to the Mighty Reggies podcast. You're sitting here with three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Boys, second last show on this piece of shit couch. Before we head into the new studio that won't show my sump area, it's pretty well all set up and done. We'll be splitting the show in half in the first full week of February. That's when we're going to do that. So Feb 7, I reckon, will be the release of our first sports show. Followed by the new Punt show on February 9.
It's going to be a huge week.
I'm fucking pumped, mate. I think everyone involved is just looking at the set.
Yeah.
And, it's just going to be awesome.
Every time I walk past it, I just fucking sit down and I go, just envision myself behind the camera,
You'd think that February 7, February 9, that's the proposed dates. There's one more thing. There's something jammed right in the middle of there.
Smack bang in the middle.
February 8th, boys, you would have heard it in the pre-roll, is the drop of the Reggies 4-in-1 cooler in collaboration with the Standard Squeeze.
Yep.
How good are they? I've got one in
Oh,
right
fuck
now.
yeah.
Right now. I just don't think they're going to last very long, boys. So,
Well, there's a limited amount of them and they take a fair while to make and get sorted. So if you want one, don't fuck around. And if you haven't listened to other things before, 4-in-1 means there's 4 uses in the one thing. It's a coffee cup.
Yep.
It's a cup, an insulated cup to pour your spirits. It holds your cans snug and it holds certain stubbies snug.
Yeah.
So it's fucking a great bit of kit. Same as the squeeze. He's turned something that might be a bit annoying or a bit like inconvenient into something that's convenient as fuck.
Yeah.
So they go hand in hand together.
And the big thing here is it's got the Reggies on it, mate. It's got our logo on it, which is just unbelievable. Every time I look at it, I just go, how'd we get here? You know?
Another
Like,
chance
it's
to be a
awesome.
part of the community.
Yeah.
Imagine parking up camping, you got your reg on, you got your squeeze
You
bottle,
moor your shirt.
and you moor your shirt, and your 4-in-1.
Yeah.
You're just really encapsulating being a reg.
Shout out to Ash for helping us out there. That was awesome. I've loved the collaboration so
Legend.
far. We took a little promo video there before, so that we'll drop that. Show you everything that goes on with the box and the can itself and all that.
Look, if you follow on the socials, if you listen to the show, you will not miss the date and the time and shit like that. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled. But like we said, it's a limited amount and no idea if they're coming back or not. So fucking, if you want one, just go there at the time we say.
Treat it like it's your only chance.
Yeah, well, it pretty much is because we've been working on this since October.
There's
and they're
things
just
up
here.
its arse for later on, collaborating with other things that we've got in the pipeline. So
Yeah,
We've just got heaps on.
we do. Anyway, enough of that. They don't give a fuck. They just want to know February 8th,
Yeah.
start talking about sport, you cunts.
That's right.
But before that, Tom, you're away for just over a week starting next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hence, that's the hold off on the split shows, boys. So we're going to hold it off another week. But we're still working on having you as part, like you will be still on the show.
Yeah.
Just from a remote location.
That's right.
We just got to iron that out fully.
Yeah.
And then it'll be all business as usual, but Tommy just won't be sitting on the ride. He'll be on a screen.
Yeah. So had a couple of things going on there. So we'll but yeah, like we said, I've invested in something to fucking be able to be here and not be here as part of the show, and it shouldn't affect the listening experience. So
It will not.
but once, everything will be business as usual.
Let's get stuck into our RRLC work because it, as usual, went off. Lachlan Whitehouse, did everyone see his wedding photos?
Oh.
With baggy Reg front and centre in every fucking photo, mate.
Are you kidding me?
It was unbelievable.
That was one of the fucking coolest things
groomsmen,
I've ever seen.
you know the groomsmen getting ready photos?
Yeah.
It was them in the Reg and then like
Fuck off.
had his shoes with his whatever he's, all the stuff. You know how they take the
belt.
photos
Yeah,
of the belt
yeah.
and the shoes and then
Cuffs.
the Reg.
Oh!
Just sitting there.
He would have went swimming for his.
The
It was-
action shots of all the boys.
Fuck you. I remember he posted a while ago, he said, sorry, boys, I've just dogged it and got 7 of them.
Yes.
In the one.
I remember watching
one
the orders
order.
come through and went,
yeah.
holy fuck, who got 7?
Yeah, and he said sorry because they sold out in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then he's gone, but, I'll post the pictures later once we get married. They finally got them, and he posted them as promised, and it was awesome. I said straight
Wow.
up, I was like, mate, that is almost fucking RRLC Hall of Fame shit.
Oh,
that.
mate,
I
that
reckon.
is unreal.
Yeah.
What commitment.
Like, if we ever have an immortal,
Well, what else?
I'll
Like,
tell you
you
what.
talk about important days in your life.
The
Getting
most.
married, having kids is probably the two that are very important in your personal life, and he's included the fucking Reg in one of those.
They can look in those photos in 20 years' time.
That's right. And the
Dad,
Reg will
what's
be
that
there.
awesome cool hat you've got on?
Yeah, hopefully we
Reg,
don't just
mate.
take a spiral of evil and fucking... He's got that in there forever, which we won't.
Yeah, we
So
won't.
that-
Not at all.
No, they'll be available in 20 years too. A new batch, obviously.
yeah, that's right. That's
Now,
awesome.
Braden Osborne has wrote to me. He started listening because he has a cattle dog named Reginald.
Oh!
So I said,
Wow.
we've got one too. Said his
Named
name,
Barbary.
Said his name's Barbs. We chatted for a bit. I said, anyway, mate, couldn't do this without you. Thanks so much for the support. I said, give Reginald a little pat for us because our dog only gets hit with a polypod. And he said, don't worry, I've thought about wielding the poly on him a few times myself.
Well, ours gets a little pat sometimes behind closed doors.
yeah,
he
bloody
gives off
oath
good
he
bets.
does.
Yeah.
Bloody oath.
Right.
Jack Whittle, did you see that post? He went, little Whittle. He went out to the start gate at Eagle Farm, was it?
Oh,
Or Doomben?
yes. He
Yeah, I
had
think
the,
it was Eagle Farm, and he had the reg on. The
truckers, they had the trucker.
The trucker cap, sorry. And the starter goes, you must know Barbs.
Yeah?
Yes, I
So
do.
that was fucking cool to see. Got out to the, I don't know what meterage of start it was, whether it was the 1200 or the 14. I think he did post it there, but I've forgotten. So that would have been cool, lads.
Yeah.
Fuck
Go
yeah.
out to the start gates.
Fucking oath.
Phil Wright, he's written in there, we should get a dartboard in the new studio. And I was like, won't happen, but would have been cool for when we've got no idea of what to bet on. Throw a dart.
Boy, that's
Put the
fucking
field
not
up.
a bad call. Like,
Race number, throw a dart. Horse number, throw a
why
dart.
don't we do that for the Melbourne Cup next year?
Great idea. Left-handed, eyes
Yeah,
shut too.
let's do it. Like we can do our own picks.
There's not 24 spots on the dartboard though.
But fucking it'll just whatever.
If you miss,
Yeah.
you got to go 21, 2, 3 or 4.
Ah, you get double
But
12.
I mean, I think we just do that
True.
as well as what we do. You know.
Yeah, 100%. That's you've got as good a chance as any, as far as I'm concerned.
Right? Well, the missus throwing Shiraz in, I thought it was the shittest thing on earth. And
Yeah.
it got me the trifecta.
Yeah, fuck, that was good. Craig Williams, not the jockey, an RRLC member. He got his young fella on video, and he sent it to me and said, if Josh Brown isn't captain of the week, he's going to come to Queensland and smash me.
Well, it's a pretty red hot fucking shout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just don't want anyone coming up here and bashing me. So,
No.
cheers for that, mate. And now into a bit of serious stuff. Sam Nichols was not happy about the crowd at the Heat versus Strikers game on Monday. I understand it why, because it was a major semi. You want the crowd. There was no one there. But
Yeah.
like bloke said on the post, it was like Monday night, for one. First day back at school for
Yeah.
Queensland
Kids
kids.
are tired.
So there's no way. Like the Friday night, same ground against the Sixers. We've got the Big Bash final on right now as
Yeah,
we're
the
talking.
heater just died in the
But
arse.
We've
the
just
last
taken
2
a
overs.
heap.
The Friday
Golden
night,
Ducks.
I'm not too sad about this score. Another 14, 15 runs. would be
Neither
good.
and Bartlett
But
have got
anyway,
Titans.
the Friday night at Carrara sold out because it was Friday night,
Mm.
last weekend before everyone goes back to school and shit. Like, I don't understand the whole school and kids shit either because obviously I don't have them. If it was a Monday night and I would have been there with bells on. But you got to understand there's families and stuff, Sammy. So I understand your frustration, mate. But that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And just quickly, the old mate who wrote in the RRLC just ripping into me about talking about my futures multi.
Oh, that
from
was fucking
Magic
Just-
funny.
Millions.
I saw that and went, big G1 will not like that.
Well, I just thought straight away.
And he didn't like it.
Was it like a thing where he was like, how'd they go, man?
Yeah. Get a
How'd you
grip,
go?
cunt. Get a grip. If I had won the 4K off $10, you would have went, tips not slips, bro. So, fucking Jesus. Sorry,
Yeah.
boys. I won't.
double-edged
wait,
sword.
I'll never talk about another bet in my life unless it's my punters club, just for fucking you.
Wow, that's a big call.
I don't think you got to him, though, man. So
Nah, you
It's
didn't.
really
Not at all.
hard. It's really hard to get under his skin as
I
well.
think that was about 10 days ago, and I'm still bringing it up.
Yep.
John Tully, posted a super coach league called Reggie's Rugby. And the code is, wait for it, 829259.
Get your notes or your pen
That
and
is the
paper ready
code.
for
Now,
that.
look, I'm not a super coach man. I went with the fantasy last year, made the fucking prelim. Will not be doing it again. I literally obsessed over it.
Yeah, man. It takes, honestly,
I can't do it.
it fucking takes over your shit.
Oh,
you
mate.
start. Oh, we've just hit a 6. Let's go,
Renshaw's
boys.
just pumped a 6.
Let's go. I really like it when you have time. Like when I was working in the mines and I was stuck in a camp room, one of the best things ever because it keeps your brain active. You might be on crib or smoker or sitting there doing fuck all.
Yeah.
But when you actually have heaps going on, for me, it takes away from just enjoying a good game of footy.
100%.
Because you're just focusing on fucking tackles and missed
I
tackles.
fucking
and
hate
this.
watching footy and I just hear my mates just going, "Oh fuck yeah, he's in my
There's a
fantasy
tackle."
team. Oh yep,
Yeah,
there's
I
oh
know.
yep, nice.
Yeah.
There's that for my fantasy." I'm like, shh.
Yeah, but
just
it's
watch.
that good, though, when you win
Yeah,
and
oh,
stuff.
mate.
I
It's-
get the excitement from it, but I reckon I wouldn't be able to commit to it enough,
It's-
and I just want to watch footy.
I definitely overcommitted.
It's got its time and its place, but I think for us who have to rock up here and talk about sport, not fantasy fucking footy, it makes it a bit hard because you can't help but just watch that fantasy thing, you know what I mean?
Someone
So,
scores and you're up, but you've
But-
actually tipped the other team.
Don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
can see why people really love it.
Yeah. Oh, me too. So get around that league for sure. That'll be awesome. I reckon we'll be able to throw in a prize for the winner, depending on how many people get around it. Reggie's,
Yeah.
Reggie's Rugby and the code 829259.
I'm
Get
definitely
around it.
keen. Like, we've got a lot of time before the footy season starts. Very keen for that this year. The tipping thing, I think we
Tipping
should come
thing's
up with
back.
a prize to fucking for it this year.
I
And
reckon
make
a
sure
first,
we're on
second,
top of
third,
it.
or what?
Yeah, something like that. But really pump it up this year to go, right, we're all clean slate.
Yeah.
Really chip in and tell you all from the start what's on. Yeah.
Is that ESPN the best app for it?
I think so.
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know any other ones.
I reckon it is.
Yeah, sweet.
So
we'll
I'll
do that
definitely be
again
onto
because
that.
that was good. But there was a bloke actually who had. Now I'm going to say it was his fault because no one else had this drama. But he was Leroy. Shout out to Leroy Brown. He was the coming third, and he had all sorts of dramas with his account, and he couldn't get it back, and he couldn't get his tips in, and I felt bad for him because he
Sounds
was
like a Leroy problem.
he was right up there,
Be better.
and yeah, oh, there you go, Leroy.
That's
Sorry,
just A grade work, Leroy.
tried to fucking help you out, but
Boys,
nah,
get your
No
shit together.
sympathy.
All
from
good.
me, Tom. None at all.
Ben C. His name's Ben C, spelled S-E-E. God, I could have a field day with
Dude,
that.
you have said a few names where I've just gone,
But I'm not
I'll
doing
hold
it.
back.
Ben AB.
C. He's put the call out for the Reggies to get together at the Gabba this weekend, and I think it's a fucking fantastic idea.
Yeah, get there, boys.
Fucking oath.
Yeah, Jace is going to be
I will
there.
be there.
So fucking get around him.
I replied to it on the RRLC, but I said probably on the day we'll organise a spot where we can all meet up at like an innings break,
Yeah.
or lunch break or something. Dependent on the weather, we might be able to just
well,
sit
it's
there.
a day nighter, man, so you
Wait,
could
what?
meet up
Yeah,
beforehand.
Actually,
Well, that's very
I'm
true as
fucking
well.
going to be in Brisbane on Tuesday. When does it go till?
It won't go till then.
Thursday,
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Missed it
yeah.
by
Well, it definitely
Even if
won't.
it was a
Skin of me
cracking
cock.
5-dayer,
It's still
it
you're still
won't.
there on day 6, yeah.
That's
But no, definitely. Even if I think it's like the Western Stand, there's a few like nice bars and like a setup for like tent for like piss and that. Plenty of area for us to meet up because I think there's a lot of numbers in attendance, man.
yeah, cool.
And you better be
That'll
donning
prime, bro.
your reg. Fucking oath.
Yeah, if you've got a reg, don it.
And make sure you fucking get the great Jace a beer when you see him.
The great
From every
Jace.
single person.
Yeah, if you see the big red,
He won't handle
fill
it.
his hole
I've
with
seen him
beer.
drink. It's
Fuck
fucking
off.
woeful.
Sorry, I don't just get abusive and angry.
I've seen him drink. Hey,
Drinks
I've
like an
got-
A-grader, does he?
I've got I think it's just big weekend on the coast and all that. Doesn't matter.
Give him one.
I need
Should have
to.
pulled an all-nighter.
No one did that. I'm going to say this. The Gabba test, day 2 of the Gabba test is Australia Day. And that is all I will say on that. Because we do not get into politics
No, we're not a
here
big politics
at
podcast.
the Reggie's podcast. I know the RRLC's been going off. And just on that, leave the fucking anything that's remotely racist, leave it the fuck out of the
Same
RRLC.
with politics. Fuck off.
But
Like,
it wasn't though.
No,
like
I
the
just mean
post
with that.
about Smith and Cummins supporting it. It is kind of politics, but it
Yeah.
is sport as well.
Yeah.
We're never gonna fucking comment on it, man, because it's too hard. There's too many moving parts and too much shit involved. I refuse.
All
If I
I want to
wanted
say about it is I love my country and I'd love a day to celebrate it without feeling like I'm doing something wrong. That is all my
And that's
opinion
it.
is on it.
And day 2 is Australia Day, in our opinion.
Fucking, and all I know is I'll be there wearing my Australia jersey, the one that's sitting on that table right there, actually. I'll be donning that. I'll be drinking beers.
Glorious.
And I'll be watching the great country of Australia absolutely pound the West Indies.
Pump the West Indies. Yeah, those poor cunts are in trouble. So, enough of that. Now, I've got to play something, boys,
Copy.
from our UK ambassador, none other than Pommy Carl.
Oh, Pommy
Pommy Carl.
Carl.
He sent us a message Monday night.
How good's Pommy Carl?
Let's get into
Pommy.
it. Oh,
G1, Tommy, Jace, how do fellas? It's your favourite Pom. Unfortunately, I'm on nights this week, so I can't actually go and check in on Swanee. But I can only assume that he's either been sinking the piss for a week, been on a crystal pistol bender, or he's had that Bob Bellend leechy sucking him off while he was writing that piece about how he could do better and would have made a difference. What a fucking joke that was. I've got a quick World Club Challenge update for you as well. It's looking like a sellout at the DW Stadium. Ticket sales are going very good. And it's looking like the Warriors are going to give a fucking spanking to them Panthers and sending them back to dad-kissing country feeling like a bunch of fucking pussies. So, Tommy,
Yo.
what's your terms for this bet? Let me know.
Ooh.
Oh, and Gropes. Come on, mate. You should have gone in for that baggy. You let the side down.
Yep.
It's not
Have a
right.
good
You
one,
let us
boys.
down.
And I will speak to you soon. Peace out.
glorious, isn't it?
Open
That's
to
great.
open to ideas. Like, what's he? Wonder what he's fucking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jersey, same thing we did for Bronx and Penrith.
He actually said he could send a fucking Wigan jersey over.
But see, it wouldn't. I wouldn't really like. It's not even in the NRL, so
No.
it wouldn't sting me wearing another coat. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm happy to do something fun. Pommy
Yeah.
Carl, hit me with a
But
suggestion.
anyway,
bro.
the whole point of that was that how good's his accent? And
Yeah.
just rips into his own. Fuck you, Swanee.
Do you know what's
idiot.
impressive
He's-
about
couldn't
Pommy Carl?
Couldn't be more true what he said.
Oh, for sure.
The crystal pistol.
What's impressive about Pommy Carl is the amount that we fucking tear Poms a hole.
Oh, I
he's
know.
and he's just like, hey, boys.
I thought the same thing. I
Yeah.
thought surely there's going to be a time where he just goes, righto, you cunts.
No
But you
way
know,
I'd listen
but
to a Pommy
see,
podcast. Where
I
they just-
think, though, to a point, like, you know how we give New South Welshmen, the dad kisses, a lot of curry, but at the end of the day, we both love the same sport, and there's that little bit of, like,
Yep.
there's more, we're more closer
Friendly
than we are with,
rivalry.
like, WA people and shit like that, because we're both just passionate about the same
we
thing.
love rugby.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing with the Poms and the cricket. Like,
Yeah.
we give them shit, but at the end of the day, we're both so passionate about the same sport.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
That's, yeah, it's a good
I think
analogy.
this Ashes series coming up is going to be one of the most hostile for a while, though, just because of everything that went on.
I'm going to fucking
And,
roast them.
Mate,
Yep.
I hope Johnny Bairstow, oh, Jesus, choking me up, Johnny. I hope he brings some sort of counsellor with him,
Mate.
because he's going to need it.
How long have we got to
Yep.
prepare for this? Because we threw the thing around behind the scenes the other day to say we've got time.
We do have a lot
I
of
want
time.
to take on the fucking Barmy Army
It's 25, 26, isn't it?
Yeah, so
and just spray these fucking.
There can't be any more of an incentive for the Aussies to just show up and rip into
Oh,
those pricks
mate.
after
So-
the last. Watch the fucking, if you don't get G'd up about it, watch the video of all those cunts in the MCC go, Jeets.
what a
And just
carry-on
any
it was.
TikTok of them just talking about the stumping still.
No, it's-
watch
it's-
that and you
It's
will
a
be fired
shame
up.
that
It's gonna be exciting.
they haven't done what they normally do, and they normally it was 2023 Ashes over there. Normally it's about 16, 17 months later.
Yeah.
So it's not that immediate summer, it's the one after, which would be this year.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
But for some reason they've decided to have a longer break, and it's going to be the 25-26 summer that the Ashes will be, which gives us another year.
So it'll be
to
just
sort of
over 24
G it up.
months.
And I've actually said to well, she will be my wife at that point. I said, I'm going to 3 test matches that summer. I don't know if it'll be the Gabba.
The East Coast ones.
I don't know if it'll be the Gabba or the Adelaide Oval. I really, really, really want to go to the Adelaide Oval, man.
Yeah.
Well, Gabba will be
test.
knocked down by then.
I haven't been to...
They might not be doing that now. Heard the other day.
What?
They might not be doing it.
For the Olympics?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
anyway, I really want to go Adelaide Oval, Boxing Day, then New Year's test. in
Well, I haven't
Sydney.
been to a test before. I'd really love to pop me cherry with the Ashes.
You've never been to a test match?
Nah, man. I've been to a couple of Big Bash games and shit.
True.
I just,
Oh my god.
It's different
Yeah.
experience.
This is why I want to do the Adelaide Oval, the G, like those. The Gabba's unreal. Don't get me wrong, but I've done it. I've done probably 4 or 5 test matches there. The Adelaide Oval, everyone talks about the old scoreboard and the hill, and it's the
Man.
best cricket ground in Australia.
I agree.
And then you got the MCG, which I've been to a heap of times as well for footy, and you can just see the cauldron and all
well,
that.
this is
like-
what pumps me up about what we could potentially do. When you're this far out from something and you've got a really good idea, you can really make a good thing and build a bit of hype around it and shit. So 100% we will be doing something around the Ashes, and at least one of the tests getting a big fuck off group of Reggies together.
Because
Now-
it's you go.
Our listeners share our hatred for the Poms around the Ashes time
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So there's no way they're going to go, that's a stupid idea, boys.
Well, I think
They
I
will
want to do
barrack.
the Boxing Day. Obviously, I want to do a Boxing Day Ashes sometime.
That's
in
a
my life.
bucket list, yeah.
And I want to do it because it's the day after Christmas. I want to do it before I got any kids and shit. I'm just going to say to the family, "Oi, won't be here for Christmas. I'm going." You know what I mean? And I'm going to do Boxing Day into the New Year's test in Sydney, even though I hate Sydney. But I'll do it. I'll do it for the boys.
Sydney and Melbourne, that's like, you know, the...
It's chalk and cheese. I love Melbourne.
Yeah, but like you got the Boxing Day and then the New Year's one. Those are kind of like the historic.
Yeah.
They are cemented, those two. No matter what series it is, those two don't change. But
Yeah.
Adelaide and the Gabba, that change around. Out of the other 3 or 4, whenever we play, I would love to go to Adelaide Oval, man.
100%.
Proper
every
pumps
time-
me up, eh?
Yeah.
Every time I watch any sport, whether it's AFL, Big Bash, or Test, I'm like, fuck me. Sitting on that hill, laying down on that hill, just smashing beers next to
Yeah.
the scoreboard and looking up would just be
I
such
popped
a cool
me.
experience.
We popped our Adelaide Oval cherry, but geez, I don't remember much. And
Well, fucking
it was
2 days old.
it was for Port Adelaide versus West Coast last year.
I was
So
fucking
it's
pumped for
just
it.
an absolute drubbing.
We had it for the all-in, didn't we?
Yeah, $1.05.
Got it.
Got it.
I got it.
Oh, shit in.
So fuck off.
But anyway, that's enough about that.
Yeah.
We've just dribbled there, but that's what we do. I want to get into now. I know the finals on right now.
Yeah.
The Heat have made 166. It's the
Respectable.
It's the innings break. That's a great score. I love it. We just got to get this fuck out on Reeks, man. He just does shit all the time. But anyway, we've got to talk about the big Jay Brown. 140 runs off 57 balls.
Wow.
What an innings. First final, Heat versus Sixers for a spot in the GF. Mate, Brownie couldn't hit it off the square. I think Pedro needed it for the last leg of his multi. He got 15 off 21, and I reckon he swung and missed 14 times. No
Yeah.
shit. It was. I was texting me mate Mikey going, "Bruss, this is painful to watch." Like he just had no clue what was going on. 2 days later, comes out 140 off 57, 12 sixes.
Do you know,
Just
how good is that
fucking
for a bloke, whoever it is, to have that innings in the bank forever in their life?
Yeah.
He's pretty
that
new
on
to
a big
cricket as well,
stage-
isn't he?
On a big stage, to just go, I literally did this. It's all documented. You can go and watch it. Fucking good on him.
You know what my favourite part was? Obviously that he made the runs, but he didn't field one ball.
True.
The sub fielders were on. He just fucking perked up.
Ah.
Just batted, didn't field.
The fun
You
part of
deserve
cricket.
it.
Yeah.
so good.
Fucking
And he's
hell.
Because
got
it's
that.
such a short turnaround, though, with this game. Like, you'd be mad not to.
He would have been fucked, yeah, because he's not the fittest bloke. He's definitely a
He's
Reggie.
got a sump on him.
Definitely
Yeah.
got the Reggie
Which
rig
is even
going on.
fucking better.
Fuck
Yeah, 100%. It's
He's
awesome.
playing for the
And he
Heat, he's
used
a
his
Reggie.
own bat that he makes
Really?
himself. Yeah, he's got his own bat brand, and that was his bat.
How good
That's
is this
fucking
cunt?
cool.
He makes bats.
So buy his
And
bat
that's-
and you'll get 140.
Imagine that for
T20.
his sales, mate.
Yeah,
What
fuck
a
yeah.
fucking legend.
Bro,
That's awesome.
They kept Mark Waugh was saying on commentary, Mark Waugh's unreal. I love him as a commentator. He's that dry.
He just says it how it is, eh?
And they're like, oh, Josh Brown's not out there fielding. And he's like, yeah, he's looking for more timber. He's got that many. His website's crashed.
That's fucking unreal. Wait, what a way to sell your bats. Hit 140.
Or 50 odd. Ah, fucking awesome.
Good on him.
And your brownie.
I think that bat was called Bison. Like the name of it was Bison. Yeah.
Nice.
Because he's got a few nicknames for himself.
Oh,
They were saying his nicknames on air. I forgot the major one that no one really knew, but apparently he's tagged himself as Bison.
Yep.
I think that name's already
Big
taken.
Ness
Sorry.
bowling the first ball here.
Yeah, come on, Ness.
Just a tiny pause. Let's go. Oh,
Straight
Good
off his leg.
bit of swing there, bit of swing.
Yeah.
You know what my favourite part was? I think I just said that about it was his own bat. But
Yeah.
my other favourite bit,
His second favourite.
hearing his mum talk about him. So they found her in the crowd. She had
Yeah.
to take annual leave to attend the game.
True.
And they found it, and she was so overwhelmed, but she held herself together, and she kept saying the same word. She goes, he just is such a gorgeous kid. He's such a beautiful kid. And just kept saying that about her son, who she would have just been so
that's
proud
It
of.
was such a special
And just
moment.
kept saying, he just deserves this so much. He's such a beautiful kid.
How
And I
like
was like, that's awesome.
like being a dad myself, man. Like I can obviously it's good when you perform good, and like Harrison, my oldest fella's about to enter that stage of just doing kids sports and shit like that. But even having them and seeing them do cool things, mate. If one day they do something like he did on that stage, you couldn't even explain the feeling of how fucking proud you'd be of him.
Imagine you're at the fucking Sydney football stadium or whatever they play the grand final at, and your kid wins a bloody Dally M or something.
It just
at the
makes
NRL.
the
Imagine
field
the
or
feeling.
something. Like it's just, it's
It'd
pretty
be
cool.
surreal.
It'd be unreal.
Good on him.
This got mentioned a few times in the RRLC, but the strips, the outfits for this year's Big Bash.
Oh, this
The
cunt
Heat
got ripped.
The Heat and the Strikers, mate. I'm talking, it was so similar. Once I
Yeah.
actually looked,
Fucking it was.
once I looked properly, I went, fuck me, they are literally just a shade, a bee's cock off being the catch it. Ness in the first over.
Sorry about that.
Great works. Oi, perfect
yeah.
wicket too.
Yeah.
Slips catch. Yeah,
See you later.
slightly
Husey.
darker shade of blue with the strikers, and the caps were different. You can tell that it's dark blue versus teal, but the actual shirts
But
were
like-
so fucking similar.
Surely whoever just give that the tick in pre-season gets a good kick up the freckle.
It's weird because I don't think the strikers have done anything wrong, but the Heat have gone bluer from their teal.
Yeah.
I always remember
I
it
know what you
being more
mean.
of a greeny sort of
Aqua.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But at the same time, it is cricket.
Everyone just hammered him too. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, obviously one team.
I see both sides. I'm like, they could have fucking
Yeah.
done a better effort to change the kits, but like, it's not going to make a difference. They're not going to go, oh, fuck, that batsman's on our team. What am I doing in the slips right now? Like, it's not like football or something where you
Yeah, I
will
get
interfere.
that.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
call.
that was good. AJ Ty's ball that he bowled to Matt Short in the knockout final over there in Perth. Best ball of the tournament. Don't care
Really?
what anyone says. They end up losing, but Matt Short, arguably player of the tournament,
Yeah.
like he was on fire all tournament. Biggest wicket in the comp. Absolute seed. It was his first ball of his spell. Shorts on strike. AJ Ty's first ball. It was like a slower one. It started closer to the wide line than the fucking stumps and hooped in.
Oh.
Yorker,
The big hoop.
gone. Like, Short missed it by heaps because it just was so perfect.
I
Like,
love
you
it
couldn't-
in swinging Yorker, eh?
Mate. And because it was a bit slower, it had more time to just hoop.
Yeah.
And, it was so good to see. But
That's awesome.
they lost, so...
Wait, who's? Do you know how they do
Convincingly.
the leading wicket taker, leading run taker with the caps and that?
Oh, the yellow cap
Yeah,
on,
who took that out?
Don't know, actually. It's a good point. No one in this game
'Cause I
because
didn't
we
get
haven't
to.
seen the
I
yellow.
didn't get to fucking like. I was into it at the start, first few games, but I sort of lost a bit of traction with it as it went on. But
I feel like this point here is, it's a little bit relevant because Jace and I were talking a lot about how WA loves the Scorchers more than they love Test cricket and stuff like that.
yeah,
Stick by it.
Yeah. So they lost over there in the knockout semi after throwing chat around in the media. Obviously, this isn't the team doing this. This is the papers and that. Yeah, wrote a bit of shit in there about how they're just going to roll the strikers and move on to the next game. And Jason Gillespie, he saw it and he used it as motivation for the strikers. And I was like,
He's strikers head coach.
sucked in.
Or have they been watching New South Wales tactics, you silly cunts?
Well, yeah. So
They're
much.
just fucking spastics in the media.
Scorchers have
Aren't
been
they?
so dominant
are,
for so many years, So they would have went in. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was in Perth, right?
In Perth. They'd only lost 2 games there in
They
about
fucking
19
don't
or
usually
whatever.
lose there. Like we said, they just love the Scorchers, so the crowd just gets amongst them.
1 for
Great
6 off
over
1.
from Ness.
2 wides in there too, because it's swanging. Now, boys, I will come out and say this right now. I could never ever be a tennis coach.
Why?
So, the Demon, Alex de Minaur, lost his 4th round match up against that big, angry Russian fuck. Now, I cannot fucking say this heavily enough, but I rode every point like it was the last point of the game, and I couldn't stop. I was like, it wasn't just sets or games, it was every point. Every time he'd win a point, I'd jump off the couch and roar. And every
True.
time he'd lose one, I was so invested in it, it was unreal. And then he gets bageled in the last set, 6-love, because this cunt Russian was cramping, right?
Yeah.
So he just swung and everything come off. It was bullshit. Like how hard he was hitting it, you're like, had to be a perfect shot to clear the net and go in.
Yeah,
And he
right.
just pulled them off, all of them. And I'm going, that is so unlucky. For him to be that fatigued and then just go, I've just got to swing. And everything come off.
And he just swang.
I was just going, you're kidding me. I've just 4.5 hours or something I've put into this thing.
So is he the last Aussie? Is he?
He's gone.
No more Aussies
No
left?
more Aussies.
See,
Not
I'd,
in the singles.
I'd still have the shits over that.
Oh, mate.
If I watched that
couldn't
many
stop.
fucking sets and then that happened in the last, I'd be like, yeah, sick.
Wendy kept taking fucking videos of me because I was like on the couch and I was, tapping the foot and come on, yes. And then next one I'll be, for fuck's sake.
Mate, I think that might be a missus thing with sport because they don't really understand the passion we have.
Yeah.
So
No.
you remember when Volk fought Ortega?
Yeah.
When he
Yes.
was in that
Oh, he's
choke?
in the
Bro,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was up on the couch pinned. I don't have a neck as it is, but I was like this.
You're
like,
trying to
"What?"
slip out of it
I was
yourself.
like, get up! And fucking like that. And the missus has just grabbed me. Like,
Yeah.
filmed me. And I'm going, babe, don't fucking hit me when I'm at my most vulnerable. I am passionate about Volkanovski, and he was getting choked.
I tend to shadow box when I'm watching Volk fight. I'll stand up and just be like, "Come on, Volk, just fucking."
But
slip."
it is funny, Like how
It is.
passionate we
You
are.
can see from
and they
an
just
outside-
don't get, they're just like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah,
like,
outside
it's literally
perspective,
a
you
don't
go,
get it.
"What are these
Yeah.
blokes screaming at a TV
Yeah.
for over? They're
was
chasing
like-
a little ball or something like."
big part of our lives.
And I
Well,
fucking
and it's
love
just
it.
because it's the Aussie Open and it's an Aussie. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Like we said before, I don't follow the tennis all year. I'll watch Wimbledon and shit like that, but just because it's de Minaur, he's playing the number 5 seed. This bloke, mate, the old Russian, he needs to fucking do something about his anger, eh? It's just like...
What's his name?
He'd be Rublev, Andrei Rublev. It's over there. Quinn will get it for us.
Can you get the remote, please, Quinn? We've just had a shit.
We've had
on
a shit,
TV.
Yeah.
But no, he'd be up in the set 4-1 or whatever. I think he was up at one point, and he'd miss one shot and just blow up.
Ah, true.
Reminded
So
me a lot
you,
of-
if you played tennis, can you imagine
Oh,
the carry
fuck.
on? You'd need a good
you
racket
didn't have to
sponsor.
imagine it. I did it.
Did you?
My nan come and watched me play one match of tennis, and she said to me,
Competitively, like in
Ryan,
a
yeah, I
comp
played
or
as a
something.
junior. This was at the Gladstone Open, and she said, Ryan, look, I'm sorry, I can't come watch another one.
Well, it
'Cause
was just Kyrgios vibes.
Yeah, just blowing up.
Did you break any rackets?
I broke heaps of rackets. Not that day, but I
Ah.
did break a few, yeah.
Imagine you'd want a good racket sponsor if you were pro A.
Yeah,
'cause
it was
I reckon
very
you'd go
like
through a few.
I sit there and say now that tennis, like all tennis players, are spoiled private school rich kids, and that's why they blow up so much because they've had everything,
But here you are.
go their way, and here I was just smashing rackets.
Yeah. They should just have a boxing bag set up ringside that you can just go and feed
Yeah.
between points.
It
you
sucks. It's one of
Get
those
a bad
sports.
shot, you just drop your racket.
It's the same as golf, man. It's a sport where there's only you to blame, so you
Yeah.
got to just yell.
I broke my forearm the other day.
Nice, I've done
But
that.
it's old and shit. Like, it wasn't a part of my set. I had it in there for pure
Don't
myself
want to
out
use
of like
your,
a shit lie,
yeah.
or if I want to break it. It's
or
a
if you
shocking
can't
day.
be fucked trying to learn how to use your hybrids.
Yep, so I just wrapped it around a tree.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you must have broken it just hitting
The big
a
angry
shot.
ginge.
No, like it's there for like release, like stress. I have it if I still got a horrible
I've never
lie.
done that. I've never wrapped it around a tree.
Actually, that's not a bad call. You can just go to the op shop or whatever and pick up 3 or 4. Just pump.
Well, that's what I mean. I have my like good irons, all my new clubs, but I kept the 4 in there because if it's a really shit lie and it's like fuck,
You don't like the 4? 4's my favourite club. I hit
use
that
5.
everywhere. Off the
I go
tee.
5 or a hybrid.
Yeah,
And then
true.
I just went, all right, I'll use the 4 hit because in case this shot's bad, and it was bad.
Yep.
It got wrapped around a tree,
Well, there you go.
and it felt awesome.
Yeah, until you go after you're like, fuck, I carried on like an idiot.
Yeah.
But anyway. Oi, Luke Littler, boys, won his first start, Bahrain Darts Masters.
Oh.
Now,
Big Bahrain.
was it his first Masters start? I need to know that because I didn't look that up. But he won it. He beat the best players in the world. He beat Gerwin Price, who we hate on the show. Michael Van Gerwen, who's been dominating darts for ever since sort of I started watching it. And how good, 16-year-old.
Good on him.
Have you seen the story about how he met his missus?
He's got a missus, does he?
Yeah, she's
Well,
like,
hopefully he's not having intercourse with her. 'Cause
she's
that would
like
be
21 or something, man.
Oh, get in. Get into it.
But so they met playing FIFA.
Well, that
the
does
soccer
not
game.
surprise
They
me.
met on that.
He said he was going to buy fucking heaps of vapes with his.
Oh, is that?
with
It
his
is
winnings.
his. It is his first attempt, mate.
Is
Yeah.
it fair that he's not legally allowed to drink and all the other dartsmen are just blind? Like, should you have to say 2 schooners, cunt, before your first dart?
You
Doesn't
must.
matter how
Yeah.
old you are.
Yeah.
He gets a free pass to just get fucking.
Because
They
like,
dropped
you
the
think
drinking
about it.
age in the UK. For
Yeah,
it.
just for
Do you
him.
reckon if he
Yeah.
walked into a pub that the person at the bar would go, sorry, mate? Or they'd
Probably.
go-
Imagine if
Or
in
they'd
2
go,
years,
"Oi, have a few on us.
imagine if in 2 years he just went to shit. Like he
years?
started
Just
drinking.
fucked him.
No, but I mean
Oh,
he started,
yeah.
started drinking and he's just fucking all over the place.
Surely he's drinking
Oh,
already.
surely.
Fuck me.
Surely.
21-year-old misses.
Yeah.
You can just buy the piss for him.
So, boys, we've got a huge test series coming up. Not Australia, but the other 2 powerhouse nations of world cricket. India play England in India. 5 test match series
Sorry, did
starts
you say
on.
powerhouse nation?
They are.
England.
India.
India, England, and Australia are the
Yeah,
3
it was a
nations.
joke,
right?
but righto.
But yeah, you're right.
Not funny, Jace.
Sorry. One time I'll make a joke about the
It's
bombs. It's like, you idiot.
No. I see what you're saying. Yeah. They're definitely the 3rd out of the 3.
Yeah, they are.
They've got the monopoly on it. Them and the BCCI, Indian Cricket Board. Starts tomorrow, 25th of Jan. So you've got the best team on paper versus the spirit of cricket.
Should be a real fucking good one.
Harry Brook had to return home due to injury, so their best slogger had to go home before the 5 test match series. Hopefully they remember to play Jack Leach
I was
in the
gonna
first
say.
2
Just
test
about to
matches
say.
this
I was going to
time.
say, I wonder if their fucking gun spinner's going to rip through India.
Oh, can't he'll take 8 for now. You watch.
Yeah, well.
There's no Virat for the first 2 tests. He's withdrawn for personal
Oh, true.
reasons. So
Not ideal
I
for them.
am actually really looking forward to it because, like I said, they're the other 2 nations in the 3. South Africa should be up there too, but we just don't seem to. They don't seem to play a lot of Test cricket. Sort of.
No.
I don't know. Like big long series. Like they just played a 2 test series against India, which was a waste of time.
How long since we've played New Zealand? Sorry if that's
We
any
play them in
context.
2 months' time.
Oh, prime.
Over there.
That'll be
We
good.
haven't done a series over there in a long time.
Yeah.
No, that's what
Since-
I feel like. I feel like we've played India, we've played the Poms.
Yeah.
I'm just
We
like,
played New
surely
Zealand at home in like 2021, I think.
No, I think that was India again. But we played New Zealand in between the
We
2
played,
India
yeah.
ones.
I remember because Neil Wagner just kept getting smudge out.
Oh, and he kept hitting Matt Wade in the fucking ribs.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, he kept bowling short to him. It was awesome to see.
But yeah, we haven't had
play
a-
them over there.
We haven't had a
this year.
series over there in a long time since Hoff. I was like,
Yeah.
That'll
Who
be
the
prime.
fuck is third umpire?
Yeah. Nah, that'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that myself. Kane Williamson, obviously.
It'd
Yeah.
be similar conditions to like probably Melbourne, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd think so. That's a good call. It's down that way. But yeah, looking forward to this Test series again. It's hard because I want India to win 5-0 just because it's the Poms. But then I'm like, I don't really like India either.
No, those are the two nations we probably clash against the most.
Yeah,
the ones you want
good.
to beat because India are the best.
Yeah.
And
I can't
Poms
wait
are
to see if
self-explanatory.
they win and Virat isn't there. I'll just be like, it doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, Virat's not there for the first two.
Yeah.
So if Leachy plays the first two,
Oh.
fucking look out.
Yeah, fucking Leachy, man. He's the leading wicket taker. Put all your money on it.
Yeah.
He'll probably
That'll be
rip
all
through
in
the
leg.
subcontinent now too.
He probably will, yeah. Little orthodox left armour. Hit him. Oh, he did too, but he was safe.
We need to get this Philippi out.
Now,
Yeah,
this is a cracker for you, boys.
Cuppy.
Fucking lock yourselves in here
I'm locked.
and say whatever comes to your mind.
Here we go.
Okay.
Trans golfer Hailey Davidson
Oh my God.
won a women's golf event, increasing its chances of becoming an LPGA player. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You're everything that's wrong, because I can cop the people that feel like they were born to be the other gender. Don't agree with it, but I can cop it. This thing has not even put one bit of effort into trying to be feminine. It is a bloke playing in a women's tournament
Absolutely rorting the fucking system.
and just taking the piss, man. Like, taking the absolute mickey out of it.
Yep.
And I'm like, how is this being allowed?
I agree. Like, I'm not going to politicize on if you want to be what
That's what
you
I-
feel
that's
you
why I
are.
said
Yeah, that's
I've-
fine. But just going, I'm just going to fucking cheat because I'm not good enough and go play in the women's.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
And-
laughing stock of just society as a whole. You tripping fucks.
Yeah.
Like, I just go... Like, I'm a big one for, I don't give a fuck. Run your own race, do
Yeah,
whatever. But
that's
when
what
it
I was
comes to
getting at.
sporting and physical things that men benefit by being men against women physically, who the fuck is making that decision to be like, oh, we don't want to offend them, so we'll let them kick the women's ass? It's used to swinging a club around its whole life, and it's allowed to go to fucking...
There's no
Yeah.
way the PGA doesn't step in and say, no.
Well, you'd hope so, but it shouldn't come to that. They shouldn't even be put in the position to make the decision.
Fuck
Mate,
no.
that's not
Old
the only
mate-
sport it's happening in.
I know, it's
Like,
happened in the swimming and all
Yeah.
other stuff as well, but it shouldn't come to the board of directors have got to make a political decision. Old mate should just pull his fucking head in.
Have you got a pork sword? Yes, I do.
Why are you... What's he gaining out of it? Does he feel good, you reckon?
Surely you got more fucking dignity.
Does
Mate,
he
what
feel
it
good
is-
about beating up women?
What it is though, like
Pretty
it's
much.
the decision to make it okay is everyone gets misinformed because the lefty trans sort of public, whatever the group's called, right? And I'm not against the LGBTQ all the community. I'm trying to be like, cause
And no one's against it.
No,
Not at
do
all.
your thing, whatever.
That's what we're saying.
But it's a thing where they're so loud and noisy on social media and so forth. Like, so you get misconcepted into thinking that, oh,
Fucking
yeah,
hell, Spence!
Peach.
yeah,
Back
bloke
to
on
it.
bloke here. But yeah, you get screwed to think that everyone has that opinion, but it's just because a lot of people like us don't just go and throw our opinions out online. So I think they think that the majority thinks that, oh, it should be all good. We're sitting here going, what the fuck?
Yeah, and like there's no way for you to get confused in what we said. I don't know if I agree with it, but I can totally understand if someone feels like they were born the wrong gender and they want to be the other gender, whatever, do it.
We're not discriminating.
Don't take the fucking piss and go and compete in a women's tournament and beat up on women when you're a bloke.
Don't care if
And
you're
you're not even
trans.
trying. You're not even trying to fucking
Yeah.
have any femininity.
Like that
at all.
weightlifter,
joke.
the weightlifter, that
Yeah.
L'Oreal Hubbard built like a cupboard. Fucking, you know, there's that sort of shit where you just go, come on, bruss.
Oh, mate.
You're fucking just taking the absolute
The AFL
mickey.
put their foot down a few years ago. Remember?
Well,
Can't remember
that's
the fucking
fucking,
name of
one
it, but,
sport they
yeah.
definitely should. And like any sort of combat.
I
Any
just
sort
can't-
of combat and contact sport is next level. If
I
there's
just
no
want to.
fucking way.
I just want to look at someone in the eye that makes the decision to be like, yeah, that's okay, and just be like, how is that?
Have some fucking
How
self-respect,
in your
man.
fucking head is that sweet.
Imagine telling your parents
Like chess.
that you're doing it just for pure.
You know what I mean? Chess.
Chess.
Marbles.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
that
all-
doesn't
it's all
require
good.
physical
Darts.
capabilities.
Darts,
Yeah.
they do that in the darts.
Like whatever, man. It's just when you have to swing something hard, a bloke can swing harder than a chick. That's as simple as it is.
That is genetics.
Yeah.
No, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess.
Biology.
Yeah. I reckon we
Look
should
it
start.
up.
We should start doing shit like the swimming. I've figured something out. You just spike the Viagra, you know, so it's just like a draft in the water. Especially if they're doing freestyle, it'll just hold them up.
Spike them with Viagra.
Yeah, so they're just pitching a tent, diving in the water like a surf. But there's not. I don't know about golf. I don't know what we can do about golf.
No. He should have to hit off the men's tees at least.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Good point.
let's move the fuck on.
Yeah. I could
Sorry
talk
about that,
for
boys.
hours.
I knew we were going to fire up at that. That's why I fucking did it. Throw it in there.
Bit of politics this episode.
Get in here.
Boys, you're going to have to take the reins here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to give you the horse. UFC update. What'd you think of the fight? Did 5 win or did Strickland win it in your opinion?
Strickland, in my opinion.
I'm going to be honest. I got to the end of it and I was like, I have no fucking idea. However, I thought Strickland being the champ already, I thought that Dreykus, the old 2+3, should have done more to take the
You've
belt
got to
off him.
do
To
a
take
fair
it,
fucking
righto.
bit to beat a champ. And Dreykus, I think Strickland won 1, 3, and 5. His striking was more pure. The only thing that Dreykus was better at was takedowns. He had more takedowns, but he didn't fucking do much when he took him down.
Dana said in the press conference after, he said, I had it 2-2, and he
that.
thought Strickland won the 5th.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm not saying that it was a robbery and shit like that because
Yeah.
I think it was a very close fight. I just think with the champ status, like I could cop it a lot more. I think if it was just a normal fight, if it wasn't a title fight.
100%.
But I think
100%.
that's the controversy is that Dreykus took the belt off Strickland when it was a very close fight.
Yeah.
Sort of the favour should go, the advantage should go to the champ. I
Yeah,
think.
but that's hard as a judge because
Oh,
you're
for sure.
just scoring it round
Round
for
by
round.
round,
And
that's
you don't know
right.
what's going on.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I fully agree.
This kind of
that
sets
the-
up for probably Izzy versus Dreykus, the Africa super fight.
I
Yeah,
thought there was a bit of talk about it maybe being at fucking 300.
I think it's a bit close.
surely.
Yeah, they haven't announced the
I saw
UFC
his
300 main fight yet.
The other
so-
rest of the card looks mint though.
does.
One thing I wanted to say, I had to have a laugh when 2+3's corner. They're going, he's tired. He's tired.
He's tired.
Strickland refused to sit down, and he was just standing there, just eyeballing the cunt. And I'm like, is he?
Is he tired?
Is he tired? No, he wasn't tired.
In the
Strickland
fifth-
was actually saying something. This come out like, the last couple of days that apparently there was a headbutt there somewhere, and he couldn't see. So I didn't notice. anything or
Strickland
whatever,
split the
but-
fuck out of his eye and had to get stitches inside his muscle as well because it was bleeding so much. He's like, I couldn't see out of my eye.
So,
and he was
yeah.
like, and I still reckon I beat you.
There's a few dramas, but what I did find out, boys, is Dreykus has a bit of New South Wales about him.
I also saw this, Tom, and yeah.
And, mate, like we said, do whatever you want to do, my fellas. But
Yeah.
after the fight, I was like, oh, there you go. Walks over to his coach, bang! Smacks one square on his lips. And I just went,
Whoa.
holy fuck, is that his dad? And then I went, well, just threw me a bit. I'm like, a bloke has just won the UFC title and just went,
His first instinct is, let's go kiss another man on the lips.
banged him. Like as in square on, not half-ass, bang, cuddle. And I'm like, wow, okay, a bit thrown.
Fair enough if that was his sexual proclamity, but
So
But if it was his boyfriend, partner, but then steams around the side to see the other trainer, bang, hits him square as well. Bring the next one in, bang, hits him square, and I just went.
Yeah.
A
a lot of New South Wales in that. A lot of New South Wales
That's
in that.
I didn't watch it on pay-per-view, but when they put the Bruce Buffer announcing who won on their Instagram and that the UFC did, so I watched it to see like the reactions and stuff, and yeah, first thing I noticed was the big plant on the coach.
Plant on 3 coaches, all
Yeah, but
3.
I didn't see that far. So.
Because if it was just one, you go, oh, he might be gay, or he might be his old boy, and he's actually from New South Wales,
Yeah.
or whatever. But all three of them just copping one on the lips. And I'm like, fucking, okay. But we had a look at it the other day and dove into it. And I think it's a cultural thing with South Africa. That
Yeah,
just
obviously.
a South African
Obviously,
thing,
it's a cultural
Yeah, they
thing.
don't just fuck each other. It's just like a cultural thing where it's like a greeting where they.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, through me.
It's a cultural
through
thing
me.
in New South Wales as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right.
But,
So-
but
it's just
they
not
just
something
kiss,
in Queensland.
They just kiss every fucker.
no, yeah. Whereas the
South Africa.
Blues just kiss their dad.
Yeah, just kiss their dad.
Yeah, which is fine.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
fine. Just means you
Run your
won't
own
win
race.
Origin.
Yeah, that's right. You just suck it.
But yeah, so that was one thing about the whole card that threw me. To be honest with you, like I watched the card, still enjoyed it and stuff, but for a pay-per-view card, that was very
Boring.
lackluster.
You
man.
said
I'm not
that,
even going to
though.
sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Outside
yeah.
of the main event, that was a fucking boring
There was
card.
one stoppage in the main card.
Yeah.
Everything else,
But not even that. Just the build-up around
styles
it. You know what I
and
mean?
matchups and shit.
Nah, just the names and the building it up and excitement before it to go, fuck, there's a few ripper
Yeah.
fights on here. Like, I didn't really have... But in saying that too, for the Canadians, they had 2 Canadian fighters in there.
Yeah.
Probably would have pumped them up. But for me, I was just so keen to watch the main event, so I was buying it regardless.
Yeah.
But disappointing. Now, let's talk about a fucking ripper card. We're going to UFC 298 with Volk.
Copy
Now, this
that.
card fires me up. This is the main card. We got Volk and Ilya, obviously, main event. Whitaker, Paulo Costa, Jeff Neal, Ian Gary, Marab, sorry about your last name, brother.
Davish Lilly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Versus Henry Cejudo. And then there's another one.
That is elite, isn't it?
Mate,
Fuck
like
yeah.
straight away, you just go, sign me the fuck
Fucking
up
hell,
to
that's
watch that.
so good.
For like at least 5 or 6 names there that you just recognisable on
Yeah.
the main card, and you go,
So
yep.
judo coming like
Yeah,
just that
so
one
to
alone.
Well, he
me-
was meant to come back and be the big fucking champ, but
Everyone-
he lost to AJ.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that'd be like, that'd be the contender to fight whoever wins
Sean
out of
O'Malley.
O'Malley and Cheeto, which would be the next main card. But see, that to me is what a pay-per-view card should be.
Yeah, but it can't be that every
100%.
time.
Well, it can though. It normally is. Like all your prelims have the not,
Yeah.
and then all the other fight nights is where the other fighters build their reputation up. I just
Yeah.
think that main one, the pay-per-view, could have
And 2 Aussies as the 2 main events.
unreal.
So good.
Fucking
isn't it?
love it.
It's a
Fucking
big
oath.
fight. It's a big fight for Whitaker.
Has he fought Costa before?
No, they were trying to make it up. And see, Costa is a serial pull out of fight dude.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he's
is.
got a pretty bad track record for.
These two are kind of in the
Pulling out.
same like stage of their career as well.
Yep.
Like they've been at the top.
Well,
They're coming back down a bit. Like
I think Whitaker's definitely more consistent and fucking.
100%. But Whitaker's not a contender for the title.
That poor cunt
At
should
the
have been the
moment.
champ that many times except for one bloke.
Yeah. Adesanya just dominated
Well,
for so
then
long.
Drykus fucking come in. But
Well,
yeah,
that's what I mean. Drykus, Strickland, Pereira, like that division just got fucking flipped upside down, and
Yeah.
Whitaker was just going, "Oh, okay."
But sorry, I forgot to say too that Drykus called out Izzy after.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be.
But
we
how's
talked
that?
About that before,
I don't
so.
know. How does that work? Because to me, split decision, you go, well, you got to fight again.
Nah, because
And
it, like
only
if,
because Izzy lost.
if you
to
defended your
Strickland.
belt 2 or 3 times and you've proved that you're a fucking solid champion being there defending your belt, I think you get a rematch. But I think because he's just got the belt and he hasn't
Yeah.
got a win yet, it's pretty hard to say rematch.
But how do you fucking give a title shot to Adesanya who lost to Strickland?
Because he
last
was a
fight?
champ for about
He was
fucking.
the champ for 5 years.
Yeah.
4 years. We've had,
But anyway,
that
that's-
division has had 4 champs in the last like few years, man. Because it was Izzy, and then Pereira come along, and then it went back to Izzy, and then it was Strickland, and now it's Drykus. Like that has chopped and changed so much. I think. Can you imagine like a big fucking like rumble in the jungle? Obviously, it's not going to be that
won't do
level,
that.
but like, can you imagine the scenes?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if they'll do it.
They won't.
Man, Alex Pereira is such an impressive person. He
Yeah.
come in to the UFC and has had fuck all fights, and he's got belts
won
in
in-
2
he's-
divisions,
yeah.
man. And I firmly believe he can be a contender at heavyweight.
100%.
He has such a big frame.
I reckon
Yeah.
he's the most versatile and probably intimidating fighter in the fucking whole UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That man is a killer.
Imagine bumping into him in the jungle with his face paint and a bow. Huh.
No, thanks.
No.
No.
So anyway, but the UFC 300 this year as well. There's already sick cards on that. Like I said, I'm fucking really loving the UFC at the moment. It's going to be a huge year with heaps of exciting shit.
Fuck yeah.
Bloody oath. Righto, that's all on the combat. Now, look, in the coming weeks, we're definitely going to have to get stuck back into our AFL and NRL work. Because there's going to be, we got the World Club Challenge, we've got
Just off-season shit, eh?
off-season stuff, but then you'll have trials, and it's going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait for a big year of
I'm
footy.
so keen. It's that time of the year when you start to get excited.
Yeah,
for
I
it again.
think next
you can
month-
smell it on the
I
horizon.
think we've done well in carrying it through as well.
Well, yeah, I've tried not to because, like, obviously people have got other podcasts they can listen to where it's just rugby league and you can talk about this and this trade and this and how it benefits both sides and go right into it. But we're fucking all about variety.
Well, I think,
we talk about
I think
everything and
This is
anything.
what I reckon. This is a perfect example of what we are. If footy season stops, do you not go to the pub anymore and have a beer with your mate and yarn about fucking sports and shit? No, you still go to the pub and talk shit. So that's why we come here, have a beer and talk about whatever the fuck sports on.
whatever's going on.
Absolutely.
Which is,
We
and
just happen to
obviously-
really love our footy.
We'll continue doing that, but it'll just be, we're going to really start getting into our footy work.
Yeah,
It's going to be good.
that's right.
Now, look, we've mentioned this brand at the start of the show a few times, but we're going to do it again because every week we do a segment called the called Squeeze of the Week, brought to you by the Standard Squeeze. Ash and the team, mate, they're unreal. Hang on, I've got one in my hand here. Great invention. Think of your 2-stroke bottles. You just know the drill. Just get on and buy one, please.
That's right.
Standard-
we say it every week. Just do it.
StandardSqueeze.com. Use the code Reggie15. Get your stuff.
And just support the people who support us.
That's
Simple.
right. That's the key takeaway here is we've supported each other, us and the Standard Squeeze, and we love that the listeners get around them, and I know you will continue to do so. Now, look, I don't really have too much on the squeeze front because I know who I want to give it to, but then sort of we're reneging on our
You want to give it
not
to
getting into the
PC,
politics
don't
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What about that bloke who
the
versed chicks in golf?
LP.
Oh, that cunt.
LPGA.
Yeah. Bang, done.
Yeah,
What's
that
the
sort of-
name? What's
bloke
Hang on.
beating
name?
women
I'll
in
get him
sport.
up. I'll get him on.
Fuck, I loved that like mock. quote.
Haley Davidson.
Harley.
Yeah, definitely.
On
His
your
name was
Harley.
Harley.
You
You
just
see
got
that, like,
squeeze of the week. So
Glass
you squeeze
Davidson.
your sword because you're a bloke.
Yeah, that's just pathetic. Just at least go and get a set of tits or something to try and
just-
be feminine.
Just fucking go
Just
play
try.
against blokes,
Go
man.
chop
Yeah.
it off.
If you like golf, play against blokes.
Imagine wearing one of the little skirts, and it's just a big sword hanging out the bottom.
Yeah.
Big porky.
Yeah, it does big full backswing drive, and the pork.
Well,
just
this
comes
is
flying
like you
out.
got to think about it in other ways too, right? Like like I said, doesn't bother me. But if my daughter is say 11 or 12 going into the women's bathroom, and you see a dead set bloke with a dress on steaming in behind her, I'm near grabbing it by the ponytail, going,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's got some weird vibey shit now that you say that out.
But
loud.
anyway, we'll move on from that. But
So,
yeah, get the squeeze.
yeah, you get yourself a Standard Squeeze. Reggie 15. What about CTC, Tommy? I know who this is going to, but give him a little pump up,
Oh,
mate.
mate,
Knuckles.
like we always say, the only hats we fucking trust here to keep the domes out of the sun, country trucker caps. Head to the countrycompanies.com. Knuckles has got heaps of designs there, and truckercaps.com is where you go to make your own hat. The big fella's pretty open, so make what you want for your business for a bucks party and that. He will sort you out.
Rip in. Now, this is dangerous to do, but Josh Brown's getting captain of the week. While
I've got a nomination outside of that. Those blokes who fucking wore the Reggies at the wedding.
Oh, that is good, but I don't want that young fella to come up and flog me.
Go ahead, Jace. Let's vote. Let's vote for the bloke with the Reggies. So
So I get bashed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, well,
No,
it won't
well,
count if you voted.
That
for
won't be my motivation.
It is
but-
dangerous to give it to Brownie because, like, the game,
Oh, we might bad juju him.
you know what I mean? There's 10 overs to go in the Big Bash final.
He did
so
get a 50 tonight.
He did make 140 runs.
That's
you
what I
cunts,
mean.
Off 57 balls.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, I'm with it.
Oh, but
Groomsmen
White House.
with
I
Reg.
know the Reg is front and centre.
Like
Oh,
proper
that's a
wedding,
big one.
proper
That's-
wedding shots. The photography paid for.
Yeah, I'm going that.
I can't look past that,
I'm
man.
going it.
Like,
And that
this
way,
is
it's
just one of
nothing to
those
do with
weeks.
bad juju on this game we're currently watching live that has nearly half of it to go.
No, there's
Code,
fuck
we
all
could-
of it to go.
No,
There's
the
10
can-
half of this inning, sorry.
We have done co-recipients before.
Nah, it's got to be one. I'm going Josh Brown, kid. So don't fucking come to
Yeah, that
Queensland.
can save your ass from getting flogged.
I'm going
Yeah.
wedding bloke.
I'm going big wedding.
Righto, Lockie
White House.
Whitehouse. You've done well, mate. That was elite.
We'd send
It
you a
was
reg,
elite.
but you got fucking thousands.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got 7 of them.
You've got too many. Send them back. Nah, beautiful. Hey, boys, let's have a punt, eh?
Let's.
Sounds good.
I've got a quick story for you, or just a little bit of news. Tommy Doyle. Have you seen Tommy Doyle? He's a jockey. Sorry.
Yes, I recognise the
He's
name.
a jockey. I'll tell you what, he fell out of the ugly tree and hit all the branches.
Feel you, brother.
But he won the Miners' Cup on the weekend, rode the horse that won the Miners' Cup,
Yeah.
pulled his fucking riding boot off. Catch that.
Catch it.
that.
Catch it.
Yes!
And big niece.
That was Philippi. Gone. Anyway, Tommy
Oh,
Doyle
big wicket.
has
Sorry, mate,
pulled his riding boot off, done a shoey out of it.
Oh, I did fucking see that.
That's also captain vibes. But
That-
anyway,
yeah,
we've moved
that
on.
was
Well,
awesome.
fuck me. It did a shot out of it. A little bit.
He had a pot,
Yeah, that's right. He had a little seventh of rumbin.
a 7-ounce glass. That's good. Oh, so no, I thought that was good.
Yeah, good on
And this will blow your mind. Well, blew mine anyway. I sort of knew about it, but I didn't look it up until today. Inglis Bloodstock offering up Winx's first foal, boys, at the Easter sales this year. It's, wait for it, it's a Piero filly. So if you remember, so Piero's fucked Winx is what's happened.
Wow.
Piero's father was Lonhro. Lonhro's father was Octagonal, and then Octagonal's father was Zabil. Oh, mate, that is just a bloodline of champion sire after champion sire and gone and fucked Winx. And I'm just going, wow, how
That
much is someone going to pay for this horse?
That horse going to go for millions, man.
Oh, do you reckon Pereira gets back to the stable and just goes, "Oi, boys, fucked Winx"?
No way, man.
How was she?
Imagine if they knew. Oh, that'd be awesome.
But that is like that'll just be exciting to watch unfold.
Yeah,
Like,
just to
just
see.
fuck yeah.
I think people will tread carefully at the sales because Black Caviar's first foal didn't go so well and stuff like that. And obviously she won 25 from 25, never lost the race. But just that bloodline, man, of those sires. It's not just 1 or 2 champions, it's fucking 4, you know? So
That foal would just be wrapped in cotton wool. Like when it drops, someone would just be hovering.
lot number 391
Remember it.
at the Inglis Easter sales. That is going to be a hot commodity, I reckon.
Might be a bit out of our price range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let that one through.
Unless you jump on the reggies.com.au and buy some baggy Reggies, a lot of them in the next couple of months. Maybe, you never know. Who knows?
Well, we'll put what
You
we
never
have
know. Maybe the first 390 lots, everyone will spend their money and there's none left. And we'll
That's
get her.
true.
And we'll get her for 50 grand.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Anyway, I think we've sort of touched on we're going to split the show, but I cannot wait to drop the new segments. I'm sort of going to tease them a little bit here for the new Punt show. So we're going to have the B1 segment, boys.
Of course.
Button's coming on board. Button's going to help us out, sponsor a little bit of the Punt show, which is going to be awesome. We're going to have the B1 championships, Barbs v Button every week.
That's
They're going to
gonna
have
be great.
a certain amount of units to spend, and we're going to crown a B1 at the start of at the end of the year.
That's prime, mate. We'll have to get something to actually give them physically.
A
too.
banana.
A big
Yeah,
banana. It has to be a banana, man.
Yeah.
Like, how good was that picture someone put up actually of the 2 bananas in pajamas, and they were just old and just smoking and just fucked.
Just run out.
Oh, was that good? We're going to have the Group 1 segment. So every Group 1 throughout the year. The whole team's going to get involved with this one. So it'll be the old boys, us, Button, Barbs. Everyone's going to get involved. We're going to have a bet on every Group 1 and crown a G1 at the end of the year. And then I'm excited for this one, boys. We're going to have the old boys versus the young bucks.
Oh, yeah.
So we're all going to put a bet in each week. But how it's going to work is you go off, it's a team thing, right? So we'll start on 0, work our way up. Me and you, Tom, might absolutely shit the bed, but Jace's gets up, so we're still in the positives for the week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another wicket, you beauty.
Fuck yeah,
and
no.
same with the old boys, you know. 2 of them might go shit, but Rocket gets up and they're still in the
Pedro
positives.
has
So
a
it's like a
46-leg
team.
multi.
I'm
He's a
scared
team.
about Pedro, mate,
Same.
because he could win it
If
for him
he
in 1
fuck-
week.
Oi. always one leg off, man. If he
Boys,
pulls
don't,
it off.
Don't get me wrong. Like Pedro knows his multis, but as soon as footy kicks off, bruh, so I'm fucking right at him.
Copy.
Oh, yeah.
Copy.
I'll be our multi-leg fucking.
So that's going to be prime. And then the final one's going to be us 3 battling it out in the Reggie Championships.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think of a nice, fair way to involve a listener each week. So I'm working on it. Give me
Yeah,
another
yeah.
week and I'll iron it out. But basically what I'm thinking is we'll randomly select a listener each week to give a bet for the championships.
Yep.
And it'll be, you know, we'll have Groper, Tommy, Jace, listeners. And they're a team, you know.
Oh.
So they're a team. So each week we randomly go, oi, mate, it's your bet for the listeners this week.
Yeah, prime.
You
see how
carry
they
the
go.
torch.
That's a great idea.
See how they go against us. So that'll be prime. That's all going to happen. How good's that going to be?
Fuck, that's
Fuck
exciting.
yeah.
So
I'm
good.
keen for a nice read.
We're going to keep track of all of it too.
Yeah. Keep a spreadsheet and proper
Yeah.
updates and probably post. I reckon post something weekly on the
I reckon maybe,
every couple of weeks.
fortnightly or monthly or something like that. Yeah.
Did you say too, Gropes, that like we had a look at the first draft of the whole trip that you guys went on?
Yeah,
with the
no, I
horse?
didn't mention that,
And
but
mate, I had a look today and it fucking pumped me up, and it was a really good, insightful video for you guys wondering how the sales go and what's involved. And even though he didn't get a horse, it gives you a great insight to put trust in the fact that doing everything we can to get a good horse, and the
Yeah.
fact that the boys only bidded on 2. You get to meet the legends from Pulse Racing Thoroughbreds and everyone else involved, the Bloodstock agent. So
A few other
that'll-
special guests in there as well.
So that'll be
It's
out
good.
in the next couple of weeks, something like that, and
Yeah.
for you to have a look at. And obviously we'll keep steaming ahead to try and buy a horse. But yeah, just thought we'd let you know.
Yeah,
that's
we were
something to look
stoked
forward
with
to.
it, eh? All 3 of us were stoked with how it's, you know, been edited up and
Yeah,
a
fuck.
little bit to do still for Big Noah. Can't thank him enough. He's done a fucking great job.
Big
so-
Sarge.
Big Sarge. Mate, there's loads of double nominations this week, eh? I was looking through today, and whether it's horses nominated in 2 races at the same venue or whether they're nominated in different states, there's just a lot of double nominations, I thought.
Tricky.
I saw a lot. So there'll be some scratchings come Saturday, that's for sure. It makes it hard for us too on a Wednesday night when you don't know where they're going to race.
Well,
Yeah.
hence why the show is changing up to give
That's
us
right.
a bit better fucking chances
Yep.
and a bit more time to study shit.
Give us another 24 hours at least.
To know where they're going to race.
Yeah, to
So
know.
we'll just get them all right now.
Yeah.
It's become the
That's how it
greatest
works,
punters
isn't it?
ever.
Yeah, bloody oath. But hey, it's time for another week of the Blue Bet All-In Multi. So, my bet for the Blue Bet All-In Multi, couple of weeks to go with this. I'm not the greatest, but we'll fucking soldier on. I'm going to go to the Sunny Coast Race 6, horse number 5, Golden Boom. I'm 2 for 2 with him in the All-In, actually. Hit him last year at Doomben Cup Day, and then, what was it, 2 weekends ago at the Millions.
Yes.
And I got both legs both times. So he's only paying $1.55 to win. He's second up. Benny Thompson's on board. He just wins, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just wins.
He just does.
He just wins.
Bloody oath.
Booms in.
Get on that. Right, my leg for the Blue Bet All-In Multi. I'm going to Mooney Valley, race 7, horse number 3, Miss Tarzi. So, unbeaten this prep out of 3 starts. The last 2 wins were at this track end trip. Got a good record. So, it's 3 wins out of 4 starts on a good track, 3 placings out of 5 on soft, and a second in its only run on a heavy track. I think this is a safe bet across the board this week for a place paying $1.85 thanks to Blue Bet. That is my leg.
Love it. Righto. I'm going way outside the box this weekend.
You did threaten this.
I threatened it, and I'm doing it.
Oh.
I know fuck all about the NFL, and I'm not going to try and claim that I do. But
That
one
is left
thing
field.
that I am sure of is how fucking annoying it is that Taylor Swift is shown every 5 seconds on social media now that she's with Travis Kelce. I don't know if you boys see it much.
Is this going to be a bet on how many times she gets shown?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That would be easy odds for overs. But, so, off the back of that, we've got the AFC Championship this weekend, which is pretty much the semi-final for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I'm backing the Ravens to beat the Chiefs by a margin of 1-13. It's paying $2.30 at the time of recording.
Oof.
Get Taylor the fuck off my screen. Ravens beat the Chiefs. Get her off my screen. Let me just
get
watch
off.
some. I open my fucking Instagram and I just want to watch some genuine cool highlights of NFL and go, wow, that was awesome. Great catch and touchdown. Not, there's Taylor
I know.
cheering.
It's actually crazy how much that team, they were already massive. They've won
Huge.
fucking 3 Super Bowls in the last 4 or 5 years, or 2 or something. But the amount they've grown because she started dating him is nuts.
Yep.
And she goes to the games and the camera just goes.
And man, it
focuses on
frustrates me as a non-NFL fan. I can't
Do you know
imagine
how
the
many-
people
Imagine going to a Taylor
who
Swift
love it.
concert and the footy players just on the screen.
Yeah,
flat out.
imagine Travis Kelce's there the
Exactly.
whole time.
But, like, the Chiefs are loving it. Do you know how many fucking Swifties have bought a Kelsey jersey because
his
of
sales
this?
went through the roof.
Nuts. It's crazy how influential she is on the fucking world, eh?
Yeah, the cameras are
I don't think anything of her, but, like,
I don't think she does it on purpose. I'm not
I
mad at
know,
her.
I
I'm
know.
not-
She's just
yeah.
supporting her.
I know.
Literally.
This is like poor old Candace
Yeah.
the other week.
I'm not mad at Taylor for this. She hasn't done anything wrong. It's
No.
just they always pan the camera to her. And
It's
it's
just the
like
cameraman needs a hide.
Yeah, woo up, and it's not going to change.
Not even the poor old.
So the only way it can change is by just getting rid of the
Them
Chiefs
going, yeah,
and
right.
losing in
Wait,
the
can I-
playoffs.
We're looking pretty good here.
I know,
boys.
they're 4 for... No, shut
Oh,
up.
no. Touch wood.
4 for 64 with
Touch 'em
9 overs to go.
Oh.
The last 7 overs have been unreal. 2 for 30 at a run rate of 4.3. Oh, big tall Paul's on. One more wicket here, boys, and got him. Oh, power surge.
Oh, there
Shit.
you go. Either way.
Here we go. Let's move into a bit of old boys so we can listen and watch.
Yes. Great call, G1.
Come on, Keats. Just quickly, before we do move into the old boys, make sure if you're having a bet with on our all-in multi, go to the Blue Bet specials. You'll find it under there. Bluey specials of Reggie's podcast. There we go. Now, Keto, hit us.
Reginald's Blowin' and Bowen will be living up to a name come tonight, being Thursday. As winds really start to pick up, if I had time, I'd be searching for a juju tip for the listeners. Anything with cyclone, wind, rain, damage. But anyway, check them out on Saturday. Enough waffle, let's get to work. Keto's Collectors Blue Bet old boys heading across the ditch, following some of our most elite midgets to contest the Karaka Millions 2-year-old. And what will go past our top dog, J-Mac. Ellerslie
Keith.
Race 4, number 11, Velocious. No idea on price, it's not out yet. I can confirm he's riding for one of New Zealand's premier trainers, SB Marsh, and would have done his homework on what horse to ride. J-Mac has a great ride in the Karaka Millions 3-year-old as well, and I'd say watch him for the day. He could ride 3 or 4. Till next week, guys, happy punt and stay safe.
Love it.
Fucking, just before we get into that,
Yeah.
Enriquez is gone. Walter's got him. Fucking oath. He's done us that many times, this
Yeah.
bloke. He's a clutch player.
Apologies
so.
for Keto there, but
Sorry,
that was
Keats.
a huge
so
moment.
Keats is going to New Zealand.
Yep.
Across the
Going to
ditch.
Ellerslie because J-Mac's going over there to ride this weekend.
Back,
Oh.
returning home.
In the 2-year-old Karaka Millions, it's very similar to what we do on the Goldie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-year-old race and then the 3-year-old Millions race as well.
Yep.
So he's on J-Mac's horse in the 2-year-old race. We'll post it all, of course. We've got the 6s, 5 for 70. It's getting tough. It's getting tough.
Let's hear from Pedro while we
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Come on, Pedro, 5-legger.
G'day, Reggies. Well, time for Pedro's picks. Bit light on this weekend with the sport. No EPL. Big Bash is going to be all wrapped up by now. So I'm going to give you one of my A-leg tips. This weekend, Saturday night, we've got a 3-leg multi.
Oh, only 3.
We've got Western Sydney Wanderers to beat Western United. Wellington Phoenix to beat Newcastle Jets. Central Coast Mariners to beat Brisbane Roar. Thanks to Bluebet, that's paying about $8. Wellington Phoenix should be favourites. They're on top of the ladder killing it, but they're paying about $2.80, so I'm jumping on that. So that gave us good odds of $8 for a 3-leg multi. I'm stoked.
Oh, I love it.
So hopefully everyone has a good punt on Saturday, and they still got some money left in their account for to get on that. We'll get on it early. That'll make it even better.
Get on it.
This week, me and Five Legger and a few other boys are heading off to the Gabba for the test, Australia Day. Absolutely stoked. Can't wait. Hopefully Five Legger has mentioned something about catching up. I'm sure he'll post it. We'll try and get as many baggy Reggies. We'll get a group photo and have a beer. Good stuff. Attack, boys. Cheers.
I forgot about that.
So did I.
You
he
are
said
dead set
5-legger and I
5-legger
just went,
now.
huh? And then, yep.
Wow.
He's just so casually.
Oh, and
that is so good.
you
5-legger.
cannot stress enough how important it is that we don't listen to those before because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Because of that exact fucking reason there. That just got me.
He's just like, that could have been. So Pedro, do you know what Pedro's just done? He's saved something that is great from being lost forever. Because we forgot about
so
it. Heaps
good,
of shit
man.
going on. It was in the RRLC. We all had a laugh. He has just reminded us
man.
that Jace's name is actually
That
Five-legger.
he loves
and
5-legger.
that Jace's
no.
mum said, no, we cannot call him Five-legger.
He didn't call him by his full name. He
Yeah,
called him
five-leg
by his,
multi.
yeah, he
That's
called
his
him by his
nickname.
nickname.
Yeah. This little, hey, 5-legger.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we do know that Pedro does love nicknames for names.
Yeah.
As we can see.
Yes,
for
my-
the real name.
Yeah, Jason. My brother's
Yeah.
name's Geordie, not Jordan.
Oh, 5-legger.
That is fucking unreal.
So good.
Well done,
And
mate.
then they made one for Rocket as well.
Yeah, I'm Waterhouse
Spot
Bot
trained.
trained. Yeah, it's a very long one.
Oh yeah, I've got to actually talk about Bowen and stuff after this, but we'll hear Rocket first, eh? What are we going to Waterhouse Bot? You reckon?
Fucking mate, it's paying.
Don't
about
let us down now.
$1.01.
There's odds
that'd
on
be
what
great
he's
if it
going to
was.
bet on.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. Sorry I'm late, boys. I'm just waking up from listening to last week's episode on tennis. We're off to Randwick on Saturday, race 2, horse 6, Olympic Theatre. Berry on board. He's a 6-year-old bay gelding. He's paying $17 a win, $4.60 a place. I think Berry's experience will get him into top 3, so jump on him, stay hard.
Can we check if that's Waterhouse?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, not a tennis man.
Oh, that was...
No. Less of a tennis man than I am.
We did dribble a lot about tennis, but I mean,
Oh, it's Richard and Will Friedman trained,
oh,
which has got ties to a couple of, another show called the Alpha Blokes.
Yabby
They train Yabby Pump.
Yep,
I'm sure there's a few Reggie's listeners out there that
Oh,
got
bit-
shares in him.
bit vibey there. Vibey.
Very vibey.
Very
vibey.
There's something
No, that
going
was good. Hey, so quick shout out. Bowen about to get absolutely pumped by this cyclone. It's gonna form. It's gonna make landfall. Thursday night? They're saying, but like Keto keeps saying, being a weatherman's the best job in the world. You just guess, and if it's wrong, you say, well, it's just weather.
It's fucking spot
You
on.
just fucking guess, and if it's wrong,
What are the
no one
qualifications?
cares. I don't know.
Look at the radar
But-
and go, that's going to hurt. It
So
didn't.
it's going to cross at Ayr, which is a bit north, but Keats reckons that Bowen's going to get fucking heaps of wind, like all the wind. And it's not called blowing for nothing. So
That's true.
they've bunkered down the turf club.
Yep.
That was funny. Dad goes, turf club's 90% bunkered. Ketos and Taras, about 20%.
Yeah,
He's got his priorities. But they're worried, a little bit worried about Button's horses freaking out and shit
Yeah,
up there.
right.
So they've got little plans in place for them. They've done all they can to prep for it. Now it's just about hoping for the best. They do have a TAB meeting next Friday. So not this one, the next.
yeah.
They're hoping everything's crossed that they can they can still make that happen.
It might just be a heavy 8.
Yeah, it could be a heavy 8. But nah, they won't do it if it's too dangerous or anything like that. And obviously the impact of the cyclone, what it does to the community, will depend on what happens there
100%,
too.
yeah.
But yeah, if you're in and around and everything goes well, or as well as it can, make sure you get down to Bowen. Keto reckons he's going to tip the card this time instead of only getting 6 out of 7.
Only.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he reckons.
Yeah,
that's what
right.
happened last time up there.
Fuck, he produced some winners
It's
last time.
it's a pretty wild thing though, like knowing that something's coming like that. But it's good that you get that warning. Don't take it lightly. Go and fucking prep.
Oh,
Another wicket.
6 far.
Another
far.
wicket. But yeah, go and batten down the hatches, and because like when it's hitting, that's not when you want to be running around
No,
outside.
no way.
Oh,
doing
they've
shit.
prepped, mate. And like I said to him,
Oh no,
and,
keto has, but I mean
Yeah.
like just any other unit.
but if you're up there, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Not
you've
just
lived-
Bowen
you've
too.
lived it.
Townsville,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of far north Queensland. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts go out to you in this time.
Yeah, but like they all know how to prep because they've
Yeah.
been through it, you know. So
Yeah.
that's what I
It's
keep
common.
saying to Keith. I was like, I know you'll be safe, mate. You've done it before.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll be right. But yeah, it's just all the prep, and like obviously he's got his job as well,
Fuck yeah.
where he's like has meetings with the bomb and all that because it's a big fucking.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
going to be a crisis or
Yeah.
whatever. And he's in like quite a high up position. So he has to have these things. And then he's got the turf club. Then he's got his home. like,
Stressful
it's-
times.
Yeah, it's all happening. So, yeah, let's just pray for minimum impact.
100%.
And then the thing's going to make landfall, turn around, and we are going to get drenched
What?
down here.
Is it like categorized yet?
I think they're talking category 2.
Okay, that's
It's doable.
that's.
They're talking
It's not
winds
great,
up to
but it's not a category 5.
150k an hour. Fucking Binger used to bowl quicker than that. So.
100%. Nah, at least it's not like Yazi or something where it was fucking category 5.
Yeah. That was dramas. So boys, it's fucking 6 for 73 here. The boys are looking very good. John
Yes.
Spencer's got 3 for 15. Fuck, he's good, isn't he?
He is, man.
The Punters Club, fellas.
Yep.
So Barbs almost got us the $100 back last week. He had 35 each way on. Fuck, forgot what it was called. Got 85 back anyway out of the
Yeah.
100. So, Tommy, you're up. And what are you doing this week with the Punters Club?
Mate, I got to admit to you, I thought that there was a UFC card on this weekend, right? And it's next weekend, and I proper turboed this thing. I'm like, I want to get a win. I studied all this shit, had the best fucking multi and another leg thing going on. Realised fuck all before the show that it's next week. So,
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
but I've had a bit of a look, found something. The horses, so we're going to that. I'm still telling you me bet next week too, by the way.
Yeah,
But-
I just was thinking, Punters Club next week, whoever's it is, surely we can lend you 50.
yeah, something like that.
We've doubled down before. I'm sure we can
Yeah.
lend 50.
I just put a lot of effort in.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so but I like this one as well. We're going Randwick Race 9, Horse 2, paying $3.30 to win, 100 on the nose.
High Blue
Let's
Sea.
go. High Blue Sea is the name
100
of
on
it.
the snos.
100
I love
on the
that.
nose. Yeah, Groper likes this horse too. He was
I did,
sort
yeah.
of showing us a bit of form before it when we were having a bit of a look, and yeah, I have to agree with him. I think it looks fucking
on the back,
pretty
Gropes?
good. Because
Zach
weren't
Lloyd.
you saying that had a long prep
Had a
and
long
come
spell.
back and won?
So it had a 13-month spell, which is a long spell, and it come back one.
Yep.
That's such a good sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Merchant Navy horse too. Merchant Navy's the sire. Yeah, great horse.
I just love.
I
whenever
just
you go 100
love
on the snos.
how you can go, have 13 months in the paddock, and then that's a great training performance, mate. To get
Yeah.
that horse to win first up, like,
Well, it must be training, plus that horse must want to fucking be there, right?
yeah. But that's you got to
Training.
pay credit to the trainer
Fucking
because
oath.
anytime a horse has a long period of time off, you think 1 or 2 runs at least before it's peaking.
Yeah.
And he's got it to peak first up, so that's a great sign. Only it's up 100 metres in distance too, so yeah,
That's not going to trouble
it's
us.
it's a great bet, bet. I love it, Tom.
Thanks.
Great
Thanks.
Um,
Ross. Cheers, boys.
Yeah,
His
nice.
head just got huge.
Now the Barbary. So constant flight. Don't know if you remember that.
I do
Surely you
remember that
Constant
from
Flight's the B1 horse.
The B1 battle.
It's the B1 horse from the Millions. He's in again on Saturday in the Sunny Coast Cup. You know what I love about all these venues is they all have their cup.
Yeah.
Like all of them have this cup or that cup or wherever it is, it's the cup. So it's the Sunny Coast Cup, boys. You're getting $27 a win and $7 the place for Big Constant Flight. He's only going to be fitter from his last run. And guess what? His track record at the Sunny Coast Caloundra track, 2 starts, 2 wins.
Wow.
He loves it there.
It's very
What's he
vibey.
paying?
27 a win and 7 a place.
Oh, I'd be mad not to throw a bit of the
Just have a little cheeky.
I'm sure
on.
we'll hear it from Barbs. He'll be talking it up too.
Yeah, I don't know though.
The B1 horse.
You know what he's done to me yesterday?
What's he done?
On the phone to him, he said, I'm fucking got to go to Gatton with this horse.
Oh, so he's not going to be there Sunday?
No, this was yesterday. He had to go to Gatton. They were racing at Gatton. He had to take a horse there. I said, oh, how's he going? You know, how's the horse going? Travel? He goes, oh, nah, mate. Not worth it. Nah. He's not going well enough. Fucking won.
True.
Paid $6.50. Fucking won. Because he sent in the chat, he goes, oh, do you want to know the name of it? Joe something.
Wow.
I forgot the last name, but it was Joe something.
Joe.
I went, Tom, did you just train a winner
Called
named Joe and you didn't tip it to me? You actually talked me out of it.
He said,
Oh,
you've been
man.
all over that like a
I
rash.
was into him. But, congratulations, mate. That was good to see you get a winner.
Fucking right.
It's always good to see the Goff stable get a winner.
Just got to back more Joes.
This cunt needs to... Yeah!
Another wicket! Come on, boys!
We need...
He just turned around to the crowd too. He must have been copying it from the crowd.
Was that at the pavilion as well?
Oh, fuck. Anyway, I just had to tell that story. It was too good not to tell.
That
Because it
is
was
good.
like, you must just scratch your head sometimes as a trainer and just go,
How
did you just do that? You have been going terribly. How did you just do that? But anyway,
where do we
just
go
a
from
Reggie,
here?
mate. Doesn't like
just
training.
a Reggie horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
I
like
love
training.
him. Name's Joe.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. How good, eh? Unreal.
brilliant.
Good on you, Barbs and Goffy. But what's he got for us this week? We need a best and a value.
Reggies! Well, I nearly got all the Punters Club coin back, so it's not a total loss. Just sitting here having a cold beer as I record this, and fuck, it'd be nice if it was in one of those flash 4-in-1s to keep it extra icy cold. A little bit warmer in Brisbane today, but... Oh, that's right, Gropes, you found mine!
I did find it.
Fucking hell, beauty. So I should be getting a parcel in the mail any day now, bruz.
Fucking buy one.
Anyway, boys, this week I'm taking some Magic Millions form and I'm sticking with it. My best bet's going to come up at the Sunny Coast on Saturday in race 2. Number 1, Lead Me On. This gelded son of Brutal did all the hard yards in the debut 2 weeks ago, sitting outside the leader to score a very comprehensive victory. And I think he can make it 2 from 2 here. From gate 4 under Michael Rod, I think he's probably the best bet of the day, $2.45 at the time of recording. My best value, I'm going to go to race 7 at the same track, number 1, Sneak Preview. This very consistent son of Smart Missile has been ultra impressive at his last 2 starts, and I think he's making 3 in a row here under the informed apprentice CJ Graham. The step back up to 1800 on his home deck looks ideal, and David Van Dyke is always hard to beat when he plays at home. So at $6 and $2.30, I think he represents great each-way value. So that's it, boys. Barbs is best. Sunny Coast, race 2, number 1, Lead Me On, $2.45. And my best value, race 7, number 1, Sneak Preview, $6 and $2.30 at the time of recording. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
Fuck, he is in the game there. With
Oh,
those
yeah.
two. That is glorious. That's a great best. Like, you're still getting a little bit, $2.40. And then the value, perfect. You get your money back if it places and $6 a win.
I honestly reckon he backs more values. Like he's had more value winners.
Well, last week he
than
had
best winners.
2 double figures. His double figure
Yeah.
best bet almost won, and then the $17 value bet, went no good. But I had off to him for fucking
He goes
throwing the double figures out there.
fucking oath.
Yeah. Hey boys, that was awesome.
That
Yeah,
was.
bloody
that.
oath.
Love
Great
that.
stuff.
Sorry for the
Um,
random screaming because we're just cheering our
Yeah.
team
Yeah,
on here.
probably really annoyed by that.
7 for
but-
86 with 6 overs exactly to go. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so we'll be probably staying here to watch that, I'd say.
They
I'm
need
not-
80 off 35.
It's going to be one of the greatest comebacks in history of cricket if this
Hayden Kerr's got to do it for him. He got out there and after 2 balls they run out with the salt things and he was cramping.
Oh,
after
true.
2 balls, yeah, I was sort of had it in the corner of my eye
pickle
there.
juice.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He would have probably had that. Anyway, boys, hey, that was awesome. We're going to go and finish watching this and we will see ya next week.
Hooroo.
That's it.